Okay, we recommend having a clipboard that has your field forms, your chain of custody, and your labels, which you can pre-fill out before you head out into the field. When you arrive at the site, you'll fill out the top portion of your field form which is this form, and you'll fill out your date, the site arrival time, your county, weather, organization, your initials, the crop field, and the sample ID, which WSDA will assign beforehand. So that's all the part that you'll fill out before you start sampling. But when you're back at the vehicle after sampling, you'll fill out the data collection portion of the form, which is going to be which points you collected bulk density at, irrigation, is it being actively irrigated, or any other notes, soil moisture, you can estimate if it's saturated at field capacity or if it's dry. And then you also will note any weird things in the field like disease or stunted growth, and you can describe those observations. If you do note any of these weird scenarios like disease or stunted growth, we ask that you take a picture of it and then mark on the form what that picture was, and then we can link it later to that sample point and that field. You'll want to note the project. So for this scenario, it will be WASHI, W-A-S-H-I, your sample ID, the date, the time of your site arrival, which should match the field form, and then also your sampler initials and your organization. And all of this information makes sure that the sample is being tracked appropriately from the time you send it to the lab on the chain of custody and when the lab receives it, and they can track the same sample throughout that process. At the end of your sampling day, when you're ready to ship the samples, you'll fill out the chain of custody, which you can also pre-fill out. You'll fill out the client information, which is going to be your organization, contact information, all of that basic general info. And then you'll fill out your sample ID for each of your samples, the date sampled, the site arrival time, the number of containers. There should be 2 soil test bags and the bulk density Ziploc bag. And then there's the lab use only portion. And then when you are ready to actually ship it out, you'll print your name and the date that you shipped it out, and then the shipping company name. So if you're using UPS or FedEx, if you're dropping it off at soil tests drop-off sites, then you can also note that. So we recommend having a clipboard that has your field forms, your chain of custody, and your labels, and then also pens and Sharpies, as well as a printout of your soil sampling checklist that you should go through before leaving for the field, just to make sure that you have all of the supplies that you need and you don't have to make a trip back to the office. And then optionally, if you want to print out our SOP, you can print it out and keep that with you just in case you need to reference it while you're out in the field.